We don't. Haven't looked at the wicket in depth with the selectors yet, so we'll probably wait till tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty much the attack, really. Again, another pitch we haven't played at before in red ball or in a test match, so yeah, just trying to give it another day, really, to see whether it's 4 quicks or a spin. Everyone's available, yeah, everyone's good. Yeah, no niggles or anything. Yeah, partly. We looked at some Aussie A footage yesterday against India. Looked like it kind of got better to bat on the longer the game went on. But again, it's a year or two, a couple of years ago. Pitch might look a little bit different. So yeah, you take it as data, but it's not the kind of last decision. Don't know about that. They're a pretty good side. Yeah, I think it's when it's not kind of India or England, a lot of people jump to say that you have to win everything, and obviously we hope we do. And particularly home test matches, we pride ourselves on winning as many as we can. So we were nowhere near our best, but I think Bangladesh played really well. They're a really good cricket team. So yeah, it wasn't ideal. Would expect that we'd win more games than not. As I said, whoever would play here. It's funny. I think if we play really well and we lose and we lost, you feel like you do need to do some soul searching. In some ways, I certainly felt like we didn't play anywhere near our best, and they played really well and they deserved to win. So I think it's going back to when we play well. Fortunately, we got a decent body of work to look back on. Again, I thought our prep was excellent, so I think everyone's in pretty good nick. So it's just about kind of translating that form into actually good results. Yeah, obviously a really tough one for Weathers. I thought he was awesome around the group. Really liked the way he goes about it, but over the course of 6 test matches, just didn't quite score the runs that he or we would have liked. So I suppose like anyone else, go back, knock the door back down. He'll hopefully will be around, I suspect, for full Shield season. So go and show that you are better than anyone else in that competition. And then for Weathers, for Renners, he's been really impressive. Had some great off-season tours to Pakistan and Bangladesh. Recently with white ball, looks in good nick. Had a really good Shield season last season. So we just want his best. I think some of the kind of chat about Renners in the past is he can look different from day to day. I think now when you get to kind of your back half of your career as a batter, you want to really know what you look like at your best, and I think he does that. And kind of that's the hope with Renners is keep bringing your best version every day. That's been nice and sharp, putting a bit of pressure back on the bowls. Yeah, that's right. I thought they did that better than us last week. Really disciplined. We're prepared to play a long game. I actually felt like it was probably more similar to a lot of the test matches I played at my start of my kind of career here in Australia. But I think the way through that isn't to necessarily try and strike it 100. It might be that attritional cricket, wear them down and get the fast bowlers to keep coming back. It's not an easy country to keep coming bowling 20 overs a day. So really kind of getting to the grind and just basically playing what's in front of you and not thinking about, having to play a certain way, just play what's in front of you. Camp's been really good. Had a couple of really good training days, a couple of really good sessions for the bowlers and the batters where we thought we weren't at our best last week. So got a pretty clear path forward for this week. Again, a really experienced squad. Everyone's had some really strong test performances, so a lot of confidence. I think it can be both. Yeah, I thought they played extremely well, but as a home country, I think we're still number 1 in the world. Would hope that we're winning most games, so that's our opportunity this week. Much the same. It's a new week. Scores start from level, so go and play our best cricket, and don't really want that record to change. I'd like to add a few more years on that. You're no better than me, if that's right. Is that right? I'm trying to think. Has it all been pink ball?
I think you might have granny at 8.
All right. I think it's largely conditions based. So have a look. If there's a bit of, if you think there's a good chance that first or second innings, like the first bowling innings, you're going to take 10 with mainly the quicks relatively quickly, and then perhaps the fourth innings isn't going to break up. That's a lot of the decision, and then probably extra related to that is having someone like Scotty Boland on the bench, who obviously is very class. I think that's why the conversation always comes up. Yeah, I'd say first of all, you know, he's I was going to say the runs are on the board. Not sure that's the right term, but he's been #1 bat in the world or close to. He's scored thousands of test runs, so we know it's in him. I'd say more specifically to what we've seen, you know, the last couple of months, I know it's only training and centre wickets and match simulations, but I thought he's been as sharp as he has for a long time. That's, you know, me bowling at him and getting that feedback back. Looks like he's really, you know, getting himself back into the ball, putting pressure back on the bowler, making it really difficult to kind of get out. As a bowler, it feels like the margins are really small when someone like Marnus or Steve are kind of at their best form, and you know, I've felt that the last couple of months. So, you know, last week was a bit of a blip. You know, our message to Marty is you don't need to reinvent the wheel after last week. I think trust the work that he's put in the last 6 months, because I think he's in a really good place. You know, I was on a 2017 tour, I think, where Bangladesh won the first test and we bounced back and won that. So it doesn't feel like it's the first time. They're a really good side. I'm sure they'll be having, you know, a lot of confidence coming into this week after how they performed last week. So that's the challenge. Yeah, that'd be great. It's always nice as a player turning up to somewhere where you feel like you performed before, even if it's a different format. And yeah, we spoke a bit about it last week, but he was awesome. Another one who, you know, came into the series and looks in really good nick and showed that in that first game. So yeah, excited to see him go to work now. He's obviously had a good look at these bowlers and has found a way through. So big opportunity for him this week. I mean, it's pretty hard to fit more into the schedule, but we love coming up here. You know, being able to play some white ball up here, some Aussie A cricket up here as well. So yeah, the more we can get out to these areas. I mean, the facilities here are wonderful. Great field, practice facilities. It's been awesome, even around town. Training's been really well supported. So yeah, there's lots of people outside of the main cities who love their cricket. So it'd be great if we can get around.